Hello, my name is Oliver and welcome to my channel. I spent 7 days in Western Europe, starting on 16 January and ending on 22nd of January. I visited 3 countries, France, Belgium and the Netherlands, and I decided to make a video about it, so you could see what my experience was like, what I saw, what I tasted, and other things, and I really hope that it was worth of it. You know, I just like traveling, and this is my first time that I visited Western Europe. Before that, I usually went to Balkan countries, so this was something completely new. Honestly, I have to admit it was very great pleasure, because, you know, I have never been to Western Europe. I am from Balkans, from Serbia to be more exact. And here, you know, it's not so great, it's not so beautiful. They're completely opposite. So many things to see, so much to experience, sightseeing, people, you know. Anyway, my journey started at Nikola Tesla Airport on the morning of 16th of January. I went to Rome by Wizz Air. And after a few hours, I continued traveling to Paris by Ryanair.
It's 6 degrees with some low cloud base and
Goodbye. I really don't know where I am. More exactly, I know where I am, but I don't know how much time do I need to get to my apartment. Of course, if I run, I'm going to get there pretty fast, I hope. I'll just be optimistic that I get there until the end of the sunlight. Okay, so it's almost 9 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything literally all the day. But I took this falafel. It cost me about 8.5 euros and I'm going to try to see is it good. Okay, so now I'm going to eat this pancake that I paid for 2.5 euros, which is made of cinnamon, and I'm going to see if it's worth it. Pancakes are very great. Alright, so this was a very long day and I started meeting Paris. Tomorrow I'm going to visit Eiffel Tower again, Saint-Chapelle and other landmarks. I'm going to think about which one. Up, took a shower and I'm going to get a breakfast. After that I'm going to continue exploring the city. So this is my room which I didn't show to you before. All of this I paid about 40 euros per night, which makes 80 euros in total. There's no soap here, but it doesn't matter. We have a shared bathroom outside the room. Okay, so I'm going to get the breakfast and continue. So behind me is Notre Dame Cathedral. Who read Victor Hugo's Hunchback of Notre Dame knows what I'm speaking about. Unfortunately, this cathedral, which was built somewhere in Middle Ages, was accidentally burnt 4 years ago, and now it is under reconstruction. But still, it is very nice seeing it, although it is in this state. So after Notre Dame, the next in line is Saint-Chapelle, which was built somewhere in the 13th century. So let's check it out. We entered the cathedral and behind me is a statue of French King Louis IX, who was famous for taking the crusade. One of the last crusades, I think, in the 13th century. Okay, so I have just climbed this Saint-Chapelle. I'm at the first floor and you can see the work of art. Look at it. Just amazing, marvelous. It's just something that you have to love, you know. You can see various scenes here regarding kings, regarding I don't know what else, but it's just beautiful, breathtaking. I'm at Pantheon, a French historical museum, and behind me you can see the famous French warrior from the 100 Years' War with English. We can see her life right here. Right now I'm at the crypt, and right now I'm in the crypt of the same museum, and I have just realized that here are the tombs of great French writers and other artists. For example, not only French artists but politicians as well. For example, some of them you can see here, they are buried here. This is French writer Victor Hugo. This is Émile Zola. And this is Alexander, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Alexander Dumas. And here is the tomb of Rousseau, the French ideologist who inspired French Revolution. He is known for the novel Three Musketeers. I'm in front of Honoré de Balzac's house. He was a famous French writer who lived in the 19th century, and the entrance here is completely free, so I decided to check it. See characters from his books, and here, just look how many of them are. It's just beautiful, and I like that there is, you know, depiction of his characters here. Yeah, I like it very much. Right? Here is his bust. His works are collected here. Then we can see painting of, let's see. Oh, I'm not sure who is this. Maybe somebody knows. Because there's no English translation, unfortunately, but still it looks nice. Yeah. As you can see, behind me is the famous Eiffel Tower. I was thinking of climbing it, but it's just too high and I don't like heights. So I saw it yesterday, but I didn't want to record because it was not the moment. Now finally it's here. Of course, it's one of the reasons why Paris is the most popular city in Europe. Just look at it. Okay, finally I'm in the Museum of Liberation in Paris. And the entrance is free, thankfully. So I'm going to start looking around. Here at the beginning we can see some notable figures who took part in this war as resistance members. Okay, a gas mask, a uniform. Okay, now we can see some pictures that depict probably life in Paris during the war and bombardment. This is Philippe Pétain, the general who was here in World War I, but he collaborated with the Germans during the Second World War. And here is the leader of French resistance, Charles de Gaulle. Here we can see a call for Parisians to go to work in Germany because they needed some resources. Here we can see Allied propaganda, and here is a Nazi propaganda in occupied France. We can see collaborators and Germans here. Also, Nazi flag was something common in occupied Paris. Some more Nazi propaganda that is very interesting. As you see, Here, for example, we see propaganda against the Allied bombing of Paris. These are the consequences of that bombing. Yes, and okay, so I have just finished visiting this museum. It's my fourth this day, and I'm very happy. I learned some new things, of course, as always. And tomorrow, Louvre, the greatest of them all. I took this sandwich for about €1.50 in a supermarket, which is quite affordable. And I was very lucky to find something like that for low price. Okay, so this is my last day in Paris and I'm going to visit Louvre. Right after that I'm going for Belgium. I hope that I'm going to make it in time because I reserved my time slot at 10:30, so I need to get there fast because it's already over 9:30. Okay, so finally I managed to get into the museum after more than 40 minutes of waiting, and I don't have much time. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because I need to have lunch and to get to the bus for Belgium. So right now I'm at the entrance of the museum and I arrived 20 minutes ago. There's a horrible line behind me, so there are hundreds and hundreds of people who are waiting. But I managed to slip in somehow and nobody told me anything, so I'm not going to wait that long, hopefully. I have to admit, this place is huge. It has just so many things to see, and of course I'm not going to make it. But right now I am in the part of ancient history museum. As you see, here are some artifacts from the time of ancient Egypt. It probably got here during the 19th century when Egypt was colonized by France. So you see a lot of artifacts here and here. Here we see a few swings who are Egyptian mythical creatures. Here we can see statues from Greek mythology. For example, here is Greek goddess Athena, Hercules, and Dionysus. And in this part of the museum we can see Renaissance art. Just look at these wonderful themes, especially the ones that are above me at the ceiling. So they represent some kind of ancient mythology. Here behind me you can see a very famous piece of art, a painting that depicts July Revolution in France in 1830 and was made by a famous French artist Delacroix. The lines for Mona Lisa, as you see, are huge, but I'm going to stay here at the end until I don't get close to it. Okay, I can't come any closer than that, literally, but I made it still. I finally saw one of the greatest masterpieces ever in the art, and I got to picture it. Okay, that's it for Paris. For less than 3 days I saw too many things, I have to admit. And if somebody asks me would I recommend this city, the answer is definitely yes. There are so many things to see, so much to experience, so yes. If you ever have It's just no wonder that Paris is the most visited city in Europe. You just need to see these crowds, these lines, and to know the fact that annually about 90 million people visit Paris.